Welcome to Bourbon School. I'm Marianne.
And I'm Brian, and today we are going to give you 6 bourbons to take to your holiday parties, no matter what the occasion.
Stay tuned on Tinsel Tuesday, but really it's Wednesday. Okay, Brian.
Yes.
So it's Tinsel Tuesday. I know this video is coming out on Wednesday, but we're filming on Tuesday for tomorrow.
Right.
And we were originally going to do a cocktail video.
Yes.
But they really don't do very well, and we weren't pretty excited about.
We just weren't prepared to do Christmas. I mean, we will do a Christmas cocktail eventually this month, but I just wasn't ready to do it yet. Like I didn't have my ingredients assembled. I didn't test any out yet. So we'll push it towards the end of the month.
Yeah. So then we were brainstorming ideas and one thing led to another and we came up with this great idea. And honestly, this was one of those times where Brian and I threw out ideas and we were coming up with, this was a very collaborative idea that we came
teamwork.
up with. Yeah.
We teamworked this one.
Yeah, we did.
Teamwork makes the dream work,
know it.
is what they say.
And that's what the kids say.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so we basically broke this list down into 3 categories. It's obviously Christmas season, holiday season.
Right.
Let's be inclusive.
We're very inclusive here at Bourbon School.
But it is the Christmas season, so people are going to be going to parties, whether that's for work or with families or with friends, and that's kind of how we broke this up.
We broke it down.
So we're going to do a bottle to bring to your work party, a bottle to bring to your family party, friends party, and then a family party. And we basically
broke it down by prices.
By prices, yeah. I mean, you're going to spend less on your work party than you would on your family party.
Right.
So we kind of made the lowest budget bottle bring to your work party, highest budget bring to your family party.
So I'll just tell them the breakdown.
Yes,
okay.
go for it.
So the work party was $25 to $49.
Okay.
Friends party would be $50 to $74.
Right.
And then family party $75 to $100 because Bourbon School doesn't go over $100.
That's correct.
And so unfortunately for all of my choices, we don't have any of those bottles.
Don't let it fool you. She's had them. She speaks from expertise with these bourbons. We just don't have them on the shelf. Okay. So let's go with work party first. So we went $25 to $49. I mean, and this is more than likely, we're not talking about like going to a corporate work party that they have at a place. This is like a party at a work friend's house.
Yes.
So you're going to bring a bottle to like kind of like you said last night, like a hostess gift or a host gift.
Yeah.
So what is your bottle you're bringing to your work friend party?
Old Forester 100.
That's a perfect one.
I know. I picked it.
Did you want to explain yourself?
Yes, it is. It is delicious, and it comes as no surprise. We've picked this before. Old Forester 100 is a great sipper. It could also be used as a mixer. As a matter of fact, I think it was my bar cart mixer.
And it's what we're going to get for our holiday dinner cocktail.
See? Yep. Because it really is a beautiful flavor in a cocktail. But it does have those very classic Old Forester flavors. It's a little bit banana forward. It's got caramel. It's sweet, but not too, and it definitely does not have a bitter finish. It can go either way, either in a cocktail or as a sipper.
Yeah.
And I think it's a nice introductory bourbon to bring to somebody at a party. Like, you know, if you're going to a coworker's party and you don't know them very well and you don't know if they drink bourbon, it's a nice bourbon to bring to somebody who might be getting new into the bourbon.
Yes.
Yeah.
For sure. And like you can make cocktails out of it and people will like enjoy them.
Yes.
It's like a good way you can like have your work pals like, hey, let me make you an old fashioned. And Old Forester is a great one.
I like that you call them your work pals.
Work pals, yeah. Okay. Mine is for very similar reasons. The only reason I didn't pick Old Forester 100 is because you picked it first.
And I claimed it fast.
She snatched it right away. Mine, and this is another one we don't have, I have all manner of Knob Creek back there, but I do not have just a standard Knob Creek 9. But for me, Knob Creek 9 is perfect for the same reasons as you picked. It's 100 proof, so, and I would say even more so with Knob Creek over the Old Forester, I like to sip it neat.
Okay.
But it still makes a great cocktail.
I think in general, Knob Creek is a really good sipper.
Yeah, and it's got classic, like it's got really classic bourbon flavors that it adds in that Jim Beam nuttiness. I think it makes a really nice old fashioned in Manhattan. A lot of the Christmas cocktails that we've been looking at have things like ginger and cranberry and stuff like that. And I think it would go really well with those as well.
I hope it mutes the cranberry flavor.
But it's a good one. I think Knob Creek 9 would be a hit at your work party.
I agree.
Next category.
Oh, come on. So for my friend's party, for $50 to $74, I had to back away from my phone there for a second. I have my glasses. They're in my lap, but I'm not putting them on.
She refuses. She's refusing to put them on.
Can you guess what it is? Woodford Double Oaked.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Come on. Classic, delicious, campfire. I've talked about it a bajillion times on this channel, and I'm bringing it to a friend like that I'm close to, that I love, that I want to share something special with. And it's just such a, for lack of a better word, a beautiful bourbon. It's it's well balanced. It's got sweet, it's got bourbon flavor, it's got, like, it makes you feel like you want to sit by a campfire, but also maybe you're sitting by just a fireplace.
The fireplace,
and watching your Christmas tree in the dark.
Yep.
Like, it can be used all year round, and it is just such a wonderful, warm bourbon.
I can imagine us like at holiday dinner afterwards, sitting in the living room with the fireplace on, sipping some.
No football.
We're going to have to get some of that for holiday dinner as
I want to get a pick then.
Well, we'll see. I don't know if there's any around right now, but yeah, they're definitely great. Okay, mine to have with friends is, and this is a new one, and this was actually a surprising one when I was thinking about what I would want to have with friends. This was surprising. Actually, no, I'll keep this one. I'm going to go Elijah Craig Toasted Rye. And it just kind of makes it over the top of the $50. It's like $55.
What?
I think in some places it's $60.
You're still in the range.
Yeah, I'm still in the range, but I'm just over it. I didn't go up to 75. That's what I'm saying. But I think this is a nice, like, warm, roasty, toasty flavors. And I just think it's a nice, like, you have a party with friends. You're like same thing with. I think we both went in the same direction.
We
with
did.
This.
Yeah.
Like a bourbon that's got like a little bit of sweetness to it, a little bit of roastiness. Like,
I like the
it
way
just
you're
gives you kind of a my shoulder moving.
Yeah.
Like gives you a warm feeling.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of what both these bourbons do. So the toasted rye is nice, and it's a shelfer. It's easy to find. I know it was pretty popular when it first hit. And now, I mean, I see it sitting on the shelves at both of our shops locally. So
I think interesting about this one, B, is that I actually like this rye.
I like this better than the Elijah Craig Toasted Bourbon, too. I think it's got more character to it than the Toasted Bourbon.
You know I'm not a big fan of rye.
Right, no.
But this one,
it's nice.
It's really good. Yeah.
My other one that I kind of was like going to change my mind on would be the Jimmy Russell.
Oh, the anniversary one?
Yeah.
That was so yummy.
That just kind of hits over 50, so that's why I didn't change my mind.
I'm glad you didn't pick it, because that would be a hard to find one. You know?
Well, I think my $75 or my 75 to 100 is a hard to find one too.
But I'm thinking like these mid-range ones are going to be easy for people to find.
Yeah.
Which are also, good recommendations.
Yeah. Okay. So finally we have family party, and we went to our spending limit here, $75 to $100. The holidays are about spending time with your family. You want to bring something a little nicer to share with them. So that's why we kind of made this the highest dollar category. What is your family party bourbon?
So mine is the Redwood Empire Bottled in Bond Grizzly Beast.
Yes.
And I first had it at Downtown Brew. Hey, Janet. It's our local establishment where grown-ups can go because we live in a college town, and we don't want to run into Brian's former students in bars. We go to happy hour on Fridays. It's a really great place to go. Anyway.
It's a place for grown-ups.
Yeah, it really is.
Sure.
It's quiet, it's peaceful, and the owner, Janet, is superbly wonderful.
Awesome.
Yep. So we were there for happy hour a couple of Fridays ago, and Brian said, Maureen, I think I want you to try this. And I said, okay, because I usually always let him pick whatever I have out. And oh my God, you guys, it was delicious. I cannot wait to get a bottle of this in our house. I told B, I was like, we need to have one of these. It is so, so good. Again, it's got no bitter finish. Like, I've been finding recently that a lot of bourbons have been hitting bitter for me. So when I find one that doesn't, I like to hang on to it. There's no bitter finish. It had a nice woodsy, oaky flavor, caramel nut. Again, that wintry, I got that wintry vibe from it.
A little bit of spice maybe.
Yeah. It finished nice. It started nice. and it's just a delicious, beautiful sipper.
And
I'm using the word beautiful.
I think it's an ideal proof point for the Redwood Empire, and I cannot wait to try the Pipe Dream 101, which I think is going to be awesome too. I think it'll be similar.
Oh, cool. Well, I got to tell you, by far, this is my favorite Redwood Empire product that I've had.
Grizzly Beast, and it's I think it's batch 2 that's out right now, and I think it's great. I've had it a couple times too. It's delicious.
He's only had a sip of mine. I won't share.
When we get one, we'll do a review of it.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so mine is going to be, and this is a limited release. This one is kind of, I grabbed the wrong one. That's our pick. They look, because the picks all look like this now, see?
Yeah.
Mine is going to be the Maker's Mark 2024 Heart Release. And I know this is a limited release. It is still out there. So I'm going to say bring this to your family party, Christmas 2024.
Yes.
Like my pick next year might be totally different.
Right.
But for me, this is a wonderful bourbon to share. It's got a very warm kind of feeling to it. It's got a lot of like Christmas spice in it for me.
Yes.
And some chocolatey finish on it. And
it's really delicious.
It's like a soft velvety one. It drinks like a much nicer bourbon than a $75 bottle.
Yes.
And that's where it's about. Like it should be $75. I've seen it around us for $80 and $90 in some places. I would still buy it. I think it's great. I would buy a backup at $80.
Yeah, I think a backup is warranted of this. This is really good too.
And I think it will give, like, you bring it to your family's house, you have your meal, you finish with a nice drink, and I think everybody will get a nice, warm, toasty feeling.
You're doing it again.
Yeah, like, the warm family feeling at the holidays. So I think that's a really nice one to bring because it's a much nicer bottle, and it's got a lot of kind of holiday-ish flavors to it. Cool. So
we didn't talk about the prices of my 2 bottles, the Old Forester 100. How much was that?
Those are like $28.
Okay, and I know for sure that the Woodford Double Oaked comes in around $62.
Yeah. We didn't do the Rock Top or the Grizzly Beast either. That's like $100. Around here, Grizzly Beast is like $99.99 in most places.
So we're right up there.
I don't know if people find it cheaper. I think it's supposed to be, but my 2 stores here in town are selling it for $99.99. And I've seen it other places like that too, but I have had some people say it is a little cheaper.
Well,
I think it's still over $75 anywhere you go.
Sure.
So.
Okay, well, we made it though with a penny to spare.
Yeah, with a penny to spare. We won't count the tax.
No, tax doesn't count.
All right.
Okay.
Cool.
So if you like this video, make sure you like, subscribe, share, and hit the bell for notifications.
So you never miss another episode of Bourbon School.
And let us know what you think of our list and what you might like to add or take away from the list.
All right. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.